Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada. Police arrest man who allegedly tried to push another man onto subway tracks at Bloor Yonge Station. Extraordinarily tragic elderly woman dead after seemingly random attack downtown. Police say suspects shot their way out of Scarborough Mall after jewelry store robbery. Developers weren't tipped off about plans for Greenbelt, Ford says. Suspect wanted in sexual assault investigation at Kennedy Station. Woman taken to hospital after Brampton shooting. 4 teens arrested, some as young as 15 after stealing $1.2 million in gold and silver, police. These were the headlines and let's jump right into the details. An elderly woman is dead and a suspect is in custody after what police are describing as an unprovoked attack on a downtown Toronto sidewalk Friday morning. The woman, believed to be in her 70s or 80s, was walking along a sidewalk at the northeast corner of Yonge and King Streets at 11:40 a.m. when a suspect pushed her to the ground and fled the scene, police say. The woman sustained significant injuries to her face and head and was ultimately pronounced dead. Police say that a suspect, believed to be in his 30s, was arrested nearby on Richmond Street about 1 hour later. He is expected to be charged with aggravated assault, though the charges could be upgraded pending the completion of an autopsy. At this point, homicide detectives have been made aware of the incident but have not taken over the investigation, according to police. Young said that information from witnesses as well as video footage reviewed by investigators suggests that the woman was simply walking along the sidewalk when she was attacked. Young said that investigators are still looking to determine whether there was any potential interaction that may have happened prior to the assault and will be conducting a canvass for additional video footage. He said that they will be also examining whether the suspect could be the same person who was being sought in connection with some property damage along University Avenue and Church Street earlier on Friday. Premier Doug Ford says he's confident nobody within his government tipped off developers about plans to open up a portion of previously protected lands within Ontario's Greenbelt. Ford made the comment to reporters during a news conference in London on Friday, just 2 days after the Ontario Integrity Commissioner confirmed his office would be investigating whether Housing Minister Steve Clark gave developers advance notice about the changes. The investigation comes after multiple media outlets reported large developers had purchased Greenbelt land since the Progressive Conservative government was first elected in 2018, with the most recent transaction occurring in September. The Ford government issued new regulations last month which will remove 7,400 acres from the protected Greenbelt, effectively opening that land up for housing for the first time. At the same time, the government is adding 9,400 acres in Greenbelt land elsewhere. Ford has insisted the changes to the Greenbelt are necessary for the province to meet its goal of building 1.5 million new homes over the next decade. However, the opposition parties at Queen's Park have suggested the move will only enrich developers. In a statement provided to CTV News Toronto earlier this week, a spokesperson for the Clark said the minister looks forward to being cleared of any wrongdoing of the conclusion of the investigation. Ford did not comment specifically on the Integrity Commissioner investigation on Friday. In a report released on Wednesday, Commissioner David Wake said both the Premier and Clark have advised his office that the selection of the affected lands was made by public servants who were subject to an enhanced confidentiality protocol and that the minister was briefed and accepted the proposal only a few days before he presented it to cabinet. A woman has been taken to hospital after being shot in Brampton. Peel Regional Police said they responded to reports of a shooting near Candy Crescent and Major Williams Sharp Drive at around 9:45 a.m. Peel Regional Paramedic Services said they transported a woman to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police said she was conscious and breathing when she was found. Yellow police tape surrounded a vehicle that appeared to have 2 bullet holes in the driver's side window at the scene in the front of a home Thursday. The suspect fled in a vehicle, police said. No suspect description is available so far. Toronto police say 3 suspects shot their way out of a Scarborough shopping center after making off with thousands of dollars worth of merchandise from a jewelry store Thursday evening. It happened at Majestic City at Markham Road and McNichol Avenue shortly before 6:30 p.m. Security camera footage obtained by CTV News Toronto shows a man approaching the store and asking to be let in. He waits because there is customer already in the shop. After a few minutes, the door opens for the customer to leave, and when the other man tries to enter, three men approach. One suspect in black and armed with a gun pulls the new customer away. The customer walks away while the robbers are seen smashing the glass cases inside the store. One man who owns a mobile phone and computer store near the back of the mall said he locked the back door when he heard the robbery and pushed a large garbage bin across to try block the thieves from leaving. He said they shot the glass out of the door when they couldn't get out. Police told CP24 that thousands of dollars in jewelry was taken from the store. The gunshots also sent staff and customers at the mall scurrying in a panic. Some business owners at the mall say they are concerned the shopping centers does not have adequate security. Nobody was injured. Police have not released any descriptions of the suspects so far. 4 teens, some as young as 15, are facing charges after they allegedly stole $1.2 million worth of gold and silver from a precious metals store on Bloor Street at gunpoint, only to be apprehended while fleeing the scene. The robbery occurred at around 2:15 p.m. on December 10th. York Regional Police say that members of their hold-up squad happened to be in the area as part of an ongoing investigation into the same suspects. Police say that the Wire 3 officers contained the vehicle being used by the suspects and were able to arrest all four following a brief foot pursuit. No injuries were reported as a result of the robbery or the subsequent pursuit. Officers recovered a loaded handgun and $1,295,000 worth of gold and silver, police said in a news release. As a result of the dedicated efforts of the investigators, the precious metals dealer in this case had their gold and silver returned. The suspects include two 15-year-old boys from Toronto and two 17-year-old boys from Toronto. Police say that one of the 17-year-old suspects is also charged in connection with 7 unrelated commercial robberies that have taken place across the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area. One of the 15-year-old suspects is charged in connection with 2 of those incidents, police say. All 2 of the suspects face 40 combined charges. Toronto police are searching for a man who allegedly followed a person into a TGC bathroom and sexually assaulted them. In a news release issued Friday, police said that officers were called to Kennedy subway station located at Eglinton Avenue East and Kennedy Road at 10:25 a.m. on January 17th. It's alleged that the victim was in the bathroom at the station when the suspect followed them inside. Once there, police said the suspect sexually assaulted the victim and fled prior to the arrival of responding officers. It's unclear if the victim sustained any injuries in the alleged attack. Police said the suspect is described as being 30 to 40 years old, 5'4" with a medium build. He was wearing a blue varsity-style jacket with white sleeves, blue jeans, and black shoes at the time of the incident, according to police. Investigators are asking anyone with the information related to the incident to contact them at 416-808-4100 or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 416-222-8477. A man has been arrested after he allegedly tried to push another man onto the tracks of a downtown Toronto subway station on Friday. Toronto police said the alleged incident occurred at Bloor Yonge Station around 12:44 p.m. A man believed to be in his 50s approached another man on the subway platform and allegedly assaulted him. The suspect fled the scene but was later arrested. Police said the victim had already left the area before officers arrived. They are appealing to him to contact investigators. Meanwhile, the TTC said a janitor saw the incident and immediately reported it. Staff were able to identify the suspect and determined that he had boarded a northbound train. Green said the train was held at Rosedale Station, where the suspect was eventually taken into custody. The alleged assault is the latest violent incident reported on the TTC. Earlier this week, a man allegedly struck one person wearing a religious head covering at Bloor Yonge Station before making derogatory comments. Police are investigating it as a possible hate crime. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.